you know. And then I have a big bowl of ramyeon. It's a shame that the app didn't even have it in the first place. Like, how can you have an app without like a report section? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CSR KPop, and for today we have a mukbang. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my last video. I think it has done really well. This mukbang is going to be, I'm just going to be discussing about my life, things like in K-pop, talking about in K-pop like the BTS and Blackpink situation. The BLINKS situation is crazy, but yeah, if you're new to my channel, I do content around the Hallyu wave, which means the Korean entertainment industry and just anything around my life. A quick word of the day: mukbang. Muk is mogoyo. The beginning word, it is shortened from the word mogoyo, but it's to eat. And then bang is like a room, so eating room is called mukbang. That's basically what mukbang is. The correct pronunciation, I think is mukbang. Mukbang. Let's see if I can get the translation. Mukbang. Mukbang.
One brain cell and it's barely holding on.
Okay, but yeah, that's basically what mukbang means. First of all, I'm going to show you the food that I made. I made kimchi jeon and kimchi ramyeon. This is the kimchi jeon. It's slightly burned.
That's it. Ah! What the fuck?
You know? And then I have a big bowl of ramyeon and the cinnamon bun, but I might eat that later when I'm editing. The bowl is very big, so I brought another bowl so I could just be like spooning some ramyeon into it. I don't have chopsticks because, don't mind me, I have also a big glass of water. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I normally do content around the Korean things anyways. And I haven't done a mukbang, so I'm very surprised. I don't know how I'm supposed to eat and also talk at the same time, but we're gonna have a try. Normally people eat with on a table, but I'm in my room. My table is pretty small, so I can't really like. Maybe next time I will like eat on a proper table. So I want to talk about like the BTS thing, because there's a lot of aunties and some of them have turned out to be BLINKS that were aunties of BTS, and in particular they were basically mocking in a group chat or something, Weverse, whatever, I don't know, I think it was in Weverse. They're basically mocking Namjoon and Jimin. They were basically saying Namjoon was a rapist in that sense, and Jimin was, they were assuming his sexuality, saying that he was gay, he's hooked up with other idols and stuff like that. And obviously that's like that's a bit rude. Like, how can you assume someone's sexuality and how can you assume someone's like past history? Obviously there's no like evidence of Namjoon doing that, nor Jimin being who they say he is. There should be legal, like, what's that word I'm thinking of, repercussions, because these girls are saying all this ish, and you know it was mainly like palm colored people that were saying this. I'm like, did it get sense? How can you talk about someone without knowing him? And like, you know when we have like inside jokes, I feel like they were trying to justify it and be like, oh, there's like an inside joke. They're trying to make it into an inside joke, like a running joke, but also as a way to like low-key shade them, shade armies for supporting BTS. And most of them are from Blackpink, because you know from the usernames is like BLINKS for life, whatever. It was mainly the black fans that went on these chat rooms and were calling them out, saying that, oh, I will beat you up, like, what are you guys saying about this? Like, there will always be people that will like, you know, hate on BTS because of the amount of fame they get. And I think BTS and Blackpink are generally on the same spectrum, as in world domination, I guess. Yeah, I don't think why there should be such a rivalry, but there is, and it's just a shame. Oh, I made some chan. I'm gonna have some of this. Oh, it looks really good. Oh, any Koreans in the comments, don't get too angry with me, because I don't really have like the flour that well, but it's very oily. I should put on paper before I could use with a bit of salt. I like the kimchi. Wow, the flavors are really coming through. The flavor,
like, oh my god. The flavor, oh my god, it's so real. Like,
I feel like they were trying to make it into a running joke, which, first of all, it's not really a joke. Like, having an inside joke is like, you know, Jimmy, you got no jams kind of joke. Not, oh, this guy's rapist, this guy hates black people, this guy killed people. Like, it's not, sis. I don't know who told you that was a joke, but it's not. And so a lot of fans got annoyed with a lot of ARMY got annoyed with these girls, and really and truly I would too. Like, who, they're mentally tapped in their head. Like, they can't really, you can tell that they're like just newly started out fans, because it's always the newest ones that are always toxic. And I might make a video about this, but it's always the new ones that are like toxic. I don't know why. I'm getting full a bit. I think people were getting annoyed with Weverse because there's no actual reporting. Like, if you're gonna make an app, have a place where people can report other people. So then, because you know, in every platform there's gonna be people that will take it too far. It's a shame that the app didn't even have it in the first place. Like, how can you have an app without like a report section? You can't just assume that every like fan is gonna be like nice. They will find the people that have been saying this, been in the chat rooms and been like ridiculing BTS and slandering their name, you know, do legal action against them. And like a lot of these fans, yeah, like BTS ARMY like supporters, they have been making a list, and I think there are some TikTok accounts. I think you'd have to see in the For You page. Basically there's this girl, I don't know her name, but she was making like a list of all the handles of the girls that were basically mocking it. Like, I think this sort of thing can be tedious, but it's only, I don't know if they're actually gonna go through with it, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of them, and like, I don't know, I don't know if you can pinpoint. I'm getting full by the kimchi ramyeon. I cooked 2 packets. I didn't want to waste it, but I guess I'm gonna have to put that in like a container and eat it tomorrow, because I'm getting full. I'm gonna finish the kimchi jeon though, so we're gonna continue with this. It's not crispy enough. I think it's very hard to do that in this circumstance, but all hats to them. Like, the PR team are, I don't even know if it's the PR team, the IT team, they're really having to go through every single one of them. And I think they've also asked for all the fans that were in the chat rooms that have seen this happening. Tata managed to join us. That is a good conclusion to this, because, and apparently all these girls were like, they keep making these chat rooms and they were saying like, oh, I was against us, we're gonna end up doxing your address because we know where you live, da da da. Basically scaring all these BTS fans. You better make sure that you get yourself a VPN. That was the situation with BTS and the BLINKS. I just hope that they're able to fix it. The last thing I wanted to talk about also is about the DNA music video that Depop did. I was gonna do a whole like breakdown video, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I could put it in this month. My thoughts about it is that the music, right? I'm not gonna lie, the music, the beat, not bad. It was still a cute one. The music video was.
What?
What are we doing? What are we doing here? I think the only person that didn't create as much of a stir was the girl, the only girl in the music video. And the fact that Depop did an apology essay in the comment section, really so fun. In the video that I made about rating culture appropriation apologies from idols, I was gonna do Depop, but I knowingly left him out because, sis, there's a lot. There's a whole lot of, and like when I was researching him, whether to include him in it, I was just like, this guy's trash, and I knew I wasn't into it at all. Like I already cancelled him, and that was back in like, I think it was last year. The thing that happened with that French girl that went to the French concert, the way he handled it was really childish. And come on, you're an entertainer, you're in the business trying to entertain people. If people are coming and saying that, oh, you didn't really do your job as best as they thought that you were going to, you shouldn't be going on social media and saying, well, boo-hoo, making fun of her. And now, like, I've seen some people like making fun of her. Like, can we not? People are saying that, oh, your services aren't great. You try and make it better. Like, explain to yourself, like, although you can't like go directly to that girl, I don't know if you can, if the PR team have told you not to, but at least release a statement saying like, I'm very sorry to so-and-so girl that has, I know you can't do this for every person that gets an issue with you, but it really shouldn't be that way if you think about it. Like, if you're trying to, like, there has been no person, right, with BTS, I'm sorry to compare it with BTS because, you know, that's the only one I can think of, or let's say 17 even, NCT, you will never find one person coming to the internet complaining about their tours because they are naturally good performers. And if you're a solo artist, most spotlight is going to be held onto you. When you're in a group, is more like there's leeway, but if you're a solo artist, you need to bring 10 times the energy because you're only one person, whilst the K-pop idol group, there's 7 people. There's 7 people that can, like, you know, liven up a room as well. So if people are coming up to you and saying that your performance wasn't great and the way you like you made that like meet and greet section, so I don't know why you're complaining. If you don't want to do that, don't go on tours then. Like, what's wrong with, I really don't know what's wrong with people these days. Like, these artists don't have to go on tour, but they still would decide to. Like, if this is the way you react to someone saying that your services weren't great, then imagine how your trainees will react to their fans. Like, if we're thinking in the other way around, imagine how your trainees, if your trainees are able to react to it more better than you, that just says a lot about you rather than them. People in this world are actually crazy. I finished the JEON. The JEON was really good. I think I added a bit too much water because it felt a bit watery. I liked the KIMCHI RAMYEON. That was good. Although I've made too much, so I want to end off this mukbang by talking about my life recently, where I've been. So if you guys don't know, I was meant to go to Korea this year. It's been pretty hard to find content to film, that's why I wasn't filming as consistently. But now that I've got my kind of game plan on, I know what to film and I know what to do, and I continued my shop, which is at Hopefully Studio. If you guys want to see print, I make print on my thing, on my shop, and it basically looks like this, and it says when you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this, you haven't. And I wanted to give reinforcement and just a place where people could, you know, people who are studying or people who feel like really exhausted in life. I wanted to provide an Instagram like that, like a quote-stagram. After watching Temperature of Language, I think that was what I was really interested in doing, although the quote-stagram was really hard to keep up. So what I was doing was doing it like once a week, and then after it went to twice a week, once a month, and I just stopped posting entirely. And you know, sales has been really bad. I can't say really bad, it's been quite slower than I expected. So if anyone wants to start a business, I would say, like, you know, if you haven't marketed yourself that well, I want to say I marketed myself well, but I did market myself to an extent that it wasn't as much as other people. and so if you don't market well and you don't gain the sort of following before you start announcing that you have a shop, I feel like you will struggle to find the kind of customers, because I've invested a lot of time, money, energy into this kind of thing, and you know, my output is not as thing. I do still get sales, but it's like once once in a blue moon, to be honest. But yeah, so currently I'm having a clearance sale, so I would really appreciate it if you guys support my shop. Everything is 40% off, and I think it's gonna end in August, so please cop any of things. I think this can be considered as merch. You know, if you guys end up buying this, like, I would really appreciate it. And if you want, in the notes you could write, once you're buying it, you could say, oh, I'm from CSR KPop, I came here from CSR KPop, and then, you know, I'll give you like a handwritten note saying thank you and all that kind of stuff. That's what's been going on in my life. I'm currently preparing for my shop update as well. I'm learning Korean as well. I need to get back into it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Everything is going on in my life. Yeah, so that was my mukbang. If you want another mukbang, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. This has been CSRKPOP, and I'll see you guys next time. Roll my outro. See you guys later.